Alright, I'm going to make a Valentine's candy jar. Um, First I'm going to make this out of tissue paper this time instead of a napkin. And I'm going to use apple bottom acrylic paint, white and the princess pink. First, you're going to take some rubbing alcohol and clean off the lid and the jar. If there's any sticky on the jar, instead of buying Goo Gone, you can buy Goo Gone, but I always use some vegetable oil or any kind of oil that cooking oil that you have, and some baking soda. Mix it together. It just takes a little bit, just a teeny bit. Mix it together, and then you're gonna put that on there and let it set for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then rub it off with your fingers, and then wash the jar with hot soapy water. But yeah, now this I believe used to be a pickle jar, and I'm using a spaghetti jar lid for it. I don't know what happened to the lid for this, but anyway, it worked fine. It screws on there just fine. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'm going to just use a little cup like that comes in like yogurt or whatever. I think it came out of. Anyway, here you go. Put some white acrylic paint. I'm going to paint over the jar. Can you see that? Yeah, this weather has really been getting to me. It's like 50 degrees. Sometimes it's got down in the 40s, and then yesterday and today it's going to be in the 80s, and it's just really getting to my sinuses, causing migraines, making my bones hurt, and everything's just going wacky. Okay, so if you get it up here, which I don't want it, take a little alcohol, keep your alcohol cotton ball, and just wipe around there to get it even, because I don't want it going up to the lid. And let me get some more alcohol on that. I mean, I got more cotton balls, but I try to use the one for as much as I can. Okay. Or if you don't have cotton balls, you can use like a napkin with some alcohol. Can you see that? I hope so. See how I got it around there like that? Throw that cotton ball away. Okay. Put a little bit more paint on there. Okay, I'm gonna have to let that dry for, I'd say maybe I'm gonna let it set for 10 minutes and see if it's dry enough, because it's a thin coat, and then I'll be back. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the paint, that part of the paint is dry. Put a little bit more paint in there. Put a second coat on there. Now the reason why I'm painting the jar before I put the tissue paper on is because the white will bring out the design in the paper better. Guess is a way to explain it. If you leave it clear with that paper, the clear jar's gonna show through, and it just won't, to me it just won't be as pretty. Now I use sponge brushes because I like them and they paint better to me. Alright, I gotta let that dry before, I don't want the paint to peel. So, here, let that dry. And then, okay, so this is gonna need a third coat of paint. And it was just a bunch of crows outside. Are y'all still watching the crows? Huh? Did you chase them away? Remy said I tell them to get out of my tree. Yeah, little girl, he said he told him that. Get out of his tree. That's his tree, crows. Well, at least they give you something to watch and entertain you. They were being loud, wasn't they? Yes, they were. I know, little girl. You little ones. You little ones. You're my whiny girl, aren't you? I don't know what that is. Take that off. Put some more paint in there. Okay, so we'll have to let this third coat dry. And then when I come back, I'll start Mod Podging the oops, got too much paint on there. the tissue paper. I got that tissue paper last year. I don't remember if I did anything with it or not. Okay, so get that smooth out. Let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back and start on the Mod Podging the tissue paper. Okay, we'll be back. Oh, I just remembered I didn't do the lid either, so we're gonna start painting the lid. And shake the paint up, especially when I haven't used it in a while. So I shake it up. Okay. And let you know, I don't know if I've told y'all before, I wash my foam brushes out in hot water in the sink. And when they get start tearing up or get hard or anything, then I just throw them out. Okay, so I'm going to paint the lid. Let me see. Move y'all so hopefully. I lost some of the footage that I had of me painting the jar top. So I painted the first layer pink. I'm going to let that dry, and then I will paint the rest of it, and then we'll start to finish the jar and then the lid. That is a very light pink. It looks like right now, but with a few coats you'll be able to tell it's more pink.